All right, it's 5-Minute Fridays. Today we're going to talk about the sports role you may not have heard of in your sports management class. And the reason why I'm talking about this, I have a TikTok that went crazy when I talked about it the last time. Basically, as sports management students, you may have not heard about player development. If you are there, thank you for being in this channel. But this is a role, and this is not to knock any program, any professor, anything like that. But it is a role that I'm starting to see a little more focus, but it is a newer role. Player development's probably been around, you're thinking 25, 30 years. Probably a little, there's a last article I read, there's something like about it starting in 1988. I gotta go find an article and highlight that person. But still, in the grand scheme of when you look at coaches and scouting and all this stuff, still the newest position in the least resource from what I see on the different things. But it is an incredible role. If you're a sports management student and you say, hey, I want to be around the game, I want to be around the everyday, I want to be around how things happen, I want to build culture, I want to be there for athletes, and you're thinking, hey, I want to coach, or I don't want to coach, but I want to be around, I don't want to scout, I want to be around, I don't want to work in sports med, but I want to be around. Player development is the lane for you. If you say, hey, I want to be in a space where I can impact athletes, also be a part of something greater good, and build a team, build a franchise, build an organization, a department, whatever it may be, a program, this role is for you. Now, what you need to know about player development in this role, there are a lot of people who want to be in it. And it's, you may not hear about it in your sports management class. I've had talks with sports management professors and classes and programs about it. If you want me to come speak to your sports management program, email me. My link is in the show notes, or my email's in the show notes. We'd love to come talk. But as it grows, you have a lot of people who are starting to find out about it, and I think as we get better, and I'm trying to get to my player development professionals to put more on LinkedIn. I understand the pushback, but they need to put more, because the more we have, the more people know, the more resources everybody gets, right? That's what I believe. But you need to know, if you're coming out of college and you want this role, there are other people who want this role. So what's happening, what I'm seeing is, okay, I'm coming from college, and player development is not linear. It's not like, oh, I'll go from college, I'm a GA, coordinator, manager, director, right? You're coming into this role and there's like this land of what's next, right? And in that land of what's next is people who have worked in sports who are like, hey, yeah, I like ticketing, but I really like developing athletes as well. So let me come look at player development. So you are in a massive pool of candidates. Now, you may have just heard about it and you say, well, how do I set myself apart? How do I help myself in this process? Number one, don't get locked into a sport. Don't get locked into football, and don't get locked into the NFL. Player development can happen for every athlete, every sport, every level. What I'm currently working on in the coming years is the youth level, the youth high school. Youth for me is little league up to high school. There's a lot of opportunity there. So I don't want you to lock yourself into, I need to be in NFL. I need to work for this college program. I need to be at this place, right? Or I need to just be in football. No, you do not. You want to get in a place where you can develop athletes, right? You want to develop athletes. And so that's one right there. Number two, understand the role. Understand the role. I have a ton of content, literally a ton, 4 days of content you can watch on this channel about player development. And you need to understand the role. It looks great, right? It looks, oh, awesome. We put on programming, we put on career fair. That stuff looks great. That's 10% of the role. 90% of stuff is me being annoyed by adults, or let's say 60% is me being annoyed by adults. 20% is me being annoyed by athletes, and the other 20% is the unknown, changing every single day, right? And so you want to make sure, my math might have been off right there, but you want to make sure that you understand the role, and then you want to know, like, what value do I provide? Like, where can I provide value? There was a great post by Jake Lange. He had a post where, he talked about, he wanted to get in football. He was doing something else, and he realized, like, hey, I could provide help to Texas State because of my, he's Polynesian, and he has Polynesian relationships, right? His family's close. He knows a lot of people. He's like, I can help with that. And guess what? He got a job, and he's crushing it, right? And so you need to know your value. So this is probably the role you never heard about. Player development is defined as the enhancement of the athlete experience through holistic and intentional programs and initiatives. And if you want to learn more, get my book. Y'all get books all the time. Get my book. I got a lot of stuff in here, students. It's an easy read. This is for you The link to get the book is in the show notes. I'm here for you. Thank y'all so much for the support. And that is my timer. It is time for me to go.